Hey guys, I'm Vasoko.
And I'm Angel from Random Violence Airsoft.
And welcome to another episode of Double Tap, the show that tells you everything you need to know about the externals, internals, and features of the latest and greatest in airsoft weaponry.
So without further ado, we would like to present the PAR Mk3, kindly supplied to us by our friends over at ICS.
If you're looking for certain specs or stats, check out the description below to jump to that section of the video. Otherwise, sit back and let us show you what the Mark III has to offer.
The ICS PAR Mk3 is an airsoft replica of the real steel version by the same name, manufactured by Pro Arms Armory in the Czech Republic. ICS have given us a 1-to-1 scale replica in terms of the upper and lower receiver, with Pro Arms Armory markings and a rear-wired buffer tube battery compartment design.
Currently, there are 4 variants available of the Mark III, ranging in barrel lengths from 10.5 inch to 16.75 inch, including the very different looking CQB version we have right here with its recessed outer barrel. These 4 models are available in black or tan, as well as 2 stock options, ICS's MTR stock, as seen on the Transform 4, as well as a more traditional crane stock. All this brings us up to an impressive 16 different variations for you to choose from.
In the box, you will receive the PAR Mk3, a 300 round T-Mag high capacity magazine, a bag of 0.2 gram ICS BBs, a barrel removal tool, an unjamming rod, a bag of extra fuses, and an instruction manual. The Mark III's overall length across the various models are These models also weigh in at
ICS was kind enough to send us the mid-length rifle with the MTR stock
and the CQB model with the crane stock.
So let's take a look at some of the external features on the PAR Mark III. And as usual on Double Tap, starting from the front, we have a uniquely designed 14mm counterclockwise metal flash hider, flip-up, removable and adjustable front and rear iron sights, and also a full metal quad rail handguard which is held in place with these 6 screws. Underneath that we have a free float metal outer barrel and imitation gas block. The rail extends seamlessly onto the top receiver, which is again a 1-to-1 scale replica of the real steel model with a very bulky design which makes it easy to manipulate when wearing full finger gloves. It also includes fully licensed Pro Arms Armory markings on the left and right, as well as a unique production serial number. On the left of the gun we find the fire selector switch with safe, semi and full auto firing modes. ICS once again stayed true to the original design with the absence of the full auto firing marking on the gun, as the real Mark III is a semi-auto only firearm. Luckily this is an airsoft replica, so you will still retain your full auto firing capability. And just like the Transform 4, the spring tension is released when the gun is put on safe. On the right of the gun we've got a standard mag release button, a non-functioning forward assist knob, an enlarged trigger guard, and a very comfortable polymer ergonomic pistol grip. Pulling back the ambidextrous charging handle opens the dust cover which reveals the metal dial type pop-up. This gun has a nice recoil to it for an AEG thanks to its electric blowback system. Behind the receiver we find an ambidextrous sling mount point, a QD sling mount point on the MTR stock which is also 6-point adjustable, as well as the newly designed buffer tube which houses the battery. Yes, this gun is rear wired, which allows much easier access to the battery in the field. The full length of the buffer tube is available as battery space, as the wiring is neatly tucked away in a separate compartment underneath. ICS have also included this handy stopper that will prevent your stock from collapsing all the way, so you won't clamp wires when using longer batteries.
ICS have also accommodated for all of us who own nunchuck batteries like these that fit comfortably in the crane stock variants of this gun.
The Mark III has an inline fuse and ends with a standard Tamiya type battery connector. Also, keep an eye out for this rear-wired buffer tube design on the new Transform 4 Advanced model, eliminating one of the only issues we and many others had with that rifle.
Let's now take a closer look at the internals of the PAR Mk3. As previously mentioned, the Mk3 is available in 3 outer barrel lengths, at 10.5, 14.5 and 16.75 inches, with their respective 6.08mm inner barrels at 263, 375 and 420mm in length. The Mk3 features ICS's familiar split gearbox design, which is mostly version 2 compatible. This design, which separates the upper and lower part of the gearbox, makes it easy to maintain or change out the spring. One could potentially have 2 upper halves, one for CQB and one set up for outdoor fields. We are happy to report that the upper from a Transform 4 is perfectly interchangeable with the Mk3. Other internals include an M120 spring, reinforced piston, 7mm steel bushings, MIM pinion and bevel gear, Turbo 3000 motor, and this gun is LiPo ready right out of the box. All of this brings us up to around 400 FPS on a 0.2 gram BB. Although, as with the Transform 4, we have had out of the box reports of up to 430 FPS. So just make sure that your gun chronos within the range of your local airsoft field. ICS recommends a 7.4 volt LiPo or 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery in guns that come with an M100 spring, as there have been reports that 11.1 LiPos can cause premature wear on the internals of those guns. But if yours has an M120 spring, an 11.1 will work just fine.
I've come to really admire the build quality of an ICS weapon. One thing I've noticed on this particular model though is that the fuse inside the MTR stock has a nasty habit of jutting through this little opening right here, making it impossible to remove the stock unless you somehow push it back with a screwdriver.
On the crane stock model, you do have to remove these 2 screws to access the battery compartment. Personally, with the tan model, we would have liked the rail and the receiver to have matched in color just a little bit more.
Since our local airsoft limit is 400 FPS on a 0.2 gram BB, you guys will notice in the chrono test that both these guns did shoot a little bit above that, so it is up to you to know and adhere to the local airsoft limit wherever you are playing. ICS have once again outdone themselves with a fantastic airsoft replica, masterfully crafted parts that fit together seamlessly, and some clever innovations such as the buffer tube rear wiring system.
And with 16 variations available, there's sure to be a Mk3 out there for you. A huge thank you to the team at ICS for making this possible.
Be sure to check out the PAR Mk3 in your local airsoft store or wherever ICS products are sold.
If you've liked the video, please share, subscribe, and come and check out some of the other content on our channel.
Remember guys, safety is of the utmost importance. Treat your airsoft gun as if it's a real firearm. Airsoft guns belong on the airsoft field, not out in public. When transporting it, keep it concealed in a rifle bag. When playing, always make sure you're wearing ballistics rated eye protection. And when not playing, make sure your safety's on, your magazine is out, and if you have a barrel sock, use it.
And from all of us at Random Violence Airsoft, I'm Angel.
And I'm Vasoko, and we'll see you on the field.